Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, crowd. Amazing students and families out there watching Late Night Live, our second installment. It's going to be a great night. Thank you. That's enough. Thank you, everybody. And Lamar, who's in the crowd. So good to see you guys. We're back, Garrett.
Back at it again, week 2.
This is going to be awesome. In fact, how was your week? Did you do anything exciting this week?
Yeah, it was good. I did something new I did some construction this week.
You did construction?
Yeah.
Is that new to you?
Yeah. I got thrown into building a house this week, and I have no clue how to do anything in terms of building houses, so got to learn this week, and it was a lot of fun. It was interesting.
So where were you building this house, and what were you doing?
For those of you that don't know, I work at Chestnut Mountain Ranch. It's a boys' home and school for boys who kind of have not have a whole lot of hope in their families. And what we try to do is we just bring them in and we try to restore hope to their families. And we're working on building our third boys' home right now, and it's called the Faith Home. And we're pretty much done with all the framing in the house, so we're at that stage of the game. Yeah, I finished the framing.
You did the framing.
Yeah, set the walls
awesome.
And everything. So
I love it. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So you know, my week was. I don't know if there was anything exciting. Actually, there was one thing that was super exciting. It was my wife's birthday.
Oh, sweet.
Yesterday. Yes. And so that was awesome. She is 29. And
Nice.
So actually that sounds actually weird. So no, she's 42. So and we actually had a great day. Me and the boys made her breakfast, and I know she's watching. Love you, honey. Happy birthday, and happy birthday. No,
happy birthday, Tanya.
Yeah, we're not going to sing, but it was a great day, and I just enjoyed it. I know she had a good time. So yeah, it was a good day. Her friends kind of did like a drive-by, stop by, and it was great. So it was great
That's
to
awesome.
finally take care of her, because she always takes care of us.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So anyway, with that, so what did you do? Like, did you do anything new this week? Like, was there something that was new, just different than all the previous weeks?
Well, yeah, I got up at 5:30 every single day.
5:30.
Yeah.
So why was that? So why was that new for you?
Because usually my work schedule, I usually start work at either 12 or 1 o'clock every single day. And this week I was starting work at 7 o'clock. So
5:30. That's a little brutal.
Yeah,
I know there's some watching that, you know, they were used to getting up at that time, but now they've been given a chance to not have to do that. So I know there are a lot of our students. You guys are out there, and you've been doing all sorts of things to pass the time, all sorts of activities, all sorts of non-activity, right, to pass the time. And we actually have this video we're going to show you right here of activity, and this was sent in by the Brooks family. And it's a video that you're going to see of their son, one of our high schoolers, Kobe Brooks. And he did not know he was being filmed when this happened. This is the security camera at the Brooks home.
Oh, no.
And we're going to show you just a video of Kobe passing the time. There he is doing some bike stunts.
Oh, man.
Non-bike stunts. Just doing laps. I think he's going to come back in here.
Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me, Kobe.
Wait for it.
Oh, no.
Goes to do a little,
What?
and there he goes. Oh, and there he goes. I think he hit his head. Is he okay? There he goes.
Come on, Kobe. Be an athlete, man.
There he goes. In fact, if you missed that, if you missed Kobe, was that an ollie? What was he trying? What is that called? What is that called? Is that,
I don't
know. An ollie's when you go 2 wheels? What is that?
I don't know what that
Do you know what
was.
that is? You know what that is? Let's show that. You guys are going to see this on your screens, close up. Go ahead, show that, Nathan. Show that to him close up. Here he comes. There comes Kobe. There he goes. Are we back? Sorry, Kobe. I hope you enjoyed that. So anyway, here's what I would love. If parents, if you're out there watching, if you're out there watching and you want to send us a funny video of your child, we would love that. I would love for you to do that, and we will show that and embarrass them because we love them. That's what good parents and leaders do for their kids. So anyway, me and Garrett, we're going to jump into a little game right now.
Sure.
And we're going to need your help. So you guys know the number. This is called Malarkey. Now, some of you saw this on my Instagram story. And so this is called Malarkey. It's just really a knockoff of Boulder Dash, if you ever played Boulder Dash. And if you haven't played Boulder Dash, that's okay. You're going to play Boulder Dash called Malarkey. We're not going to call it that right now. And it's a game of deception, trickery, whatever. What you're trying to do is, Garrett, here's what I'm going to do with you.
Okay.
We're going to show you a word, a person, or initials. And then we're going to read, and I have them right here, then I'm going to read answers that some students played on Instagram story with me, right? So they filled these in for us ahead of time.
Okay.
And then I'm going to read, like, if it's a person, they're going to say, like, what did that person do? And then I'm going to read, like 4 things that person did, and one of them is the right answer. The other 3 are from students. Now, here's where you guys come in. I'm going to pick 2 out of the 4 to be those who helped on Insta Story, which thank you for all of you who helped, all right? And actually, you have a big kind of an opportunity to win a $50 Amazon card at the end of the show, so hang in there, okay? That's going to be a blast, right? And then the rest of you, you're going to text in on my phone, and I'm just going to pick one out of, I'm sure, the many texts that come in that help either describe the person that we put on the screen or the word or the initials, and then we're going to see which one Garrett picks, and we want Garrett to pick, obviously, the non-answers, not the correct one. So we're trying to trick him to picking the wrong answer and not the correct answer for this. And he's already getting text because he's shaking his head, and this is great. So there's my number, 304-319-1457, and I'm already getting, there it is, text messages. It's going to be great. Here we go. All right, so the first thing is a word.
Okay.
All right. And students responded on my Insta story, and for those of you who didn't play and reply and help, I'm a little disappointed, I'm not going to lie. All right, so anyway, my feelings are hurt. I'm a little wounded. All right, so here we go. But for those of you who did, all right. So the word is shiggers. All right, the word is shiggers. And some people already answered, and I'm going to share those. Now, I want you guys in the audience, right, to tell Garrett what that word means. So, right, text me what that word means. I'm going to slip so he doesn't see, I'm going to slip what you send me in text messages into what I have here from other students and the correct answer. So the word is shiggers. Are you ready? And you're not going to be able to tell. So text messages are coming in. All right. Not yet. Not yet. No one's texted me. All right. So here we go. You ready? So here's what shiggers is. Now pay attention.
Okay.
It's what happens when only 5 feet apart from each other and not 6. Chewy liked that one. I did not set my sound off. All right. And so Chewy liked that one. All right. Here it comes. Chewy's really liking it. I might keep my phone on because I think that's funny. All right. I'm going to shut that part off. Here we go.
Is that your text tone?
There it is. What'd you say?
Is that your text tone?
It is my
text
tone.
Awesome.
It is good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like it. All right. The next thing is this. All right. It's that feeling you get after looking at spiders on video.
Okay.
And I might read 5 for this one because these were good, all right, from the students. And then the other one is something someone says when they're triggered about shingles, all right? And then the next one is, oh my gosh, who texted that? Anyway, the next one is tight trousers for football players, all right? And then this one is when you're getting ready to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right. Do I need to say these again quickly?
Read me the first 2 again.
Okay. What happens when only 5 feet apart from each other, not 6?
Okay.
Something someone says when they're triggered about shingles.
What's the third one again?
That feeling you get after looking at spiders on video. Tight trousers for football players. And getting ready to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Which one do you think is correct?
Oh, man. You know what?
You got 5 seconds.
Let me get the spiders one.
Spiders?
I'll guess that one.
That feeling you get after looking at spiders on video? That was Shaw Lear Shepard's answer. That was not it. So Shep, as we like to call you. He picked yours. Well done. But Shep, since you are a little older than our students, that was a good one. Those you don't know, he spoke here at the Edge. He's friends with our church family. He played football with Garrett here, and he is the head of FCA Maryland, right? Mm-hmm. So fantastic. So that was great. You tricked him. All right, you ready for the second one?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, the second one now is a person.
Okay.
All right, person. All right, here we go. So you should see some of these. These were fantastic. All right, so so here it is. All right, the person is Franklin Temmel.
Oh my gosh.
What did he do? What is he known for? Ready? What is Franklin Temmel known for? So you guys out there, what is Franklin Temmel known for? Let's try and trick Garrett. So here we go. The right answer. Lucas says I didn't say what the right answer was. I did not say what the right answer was. I have a habit of doing that. The right answer was...
It's the trousers, isn't it?
It was the football trousers.
I knew
That's
it.
exactly right. The right answer was the football trousers. Thank you, Lucas Mosniak, one of our leaders, keeping me straight. See, when I don't have all my leaders here, I am a mess. So without my wife and my leaders, I am a mess, guys. You all know this. Thank you. All right, so here we go. So, ready? He invented toothpaste. All right. He is a famous dancer. He designed the world's first taco, or he invented the flush toilet for cats and dogs.
The what?
You heard that. Invented the flush toilet for cats and dogs.
They have those?
I don't know. These are answers we have. You got to guess if this is correct.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So that's not it.
All right, so, all right. You want to do that again?
Yeah, give me the, don't even worry about that last one.
Okay. Invented toothpaste.
Okay.
Designed the first taco. Mm-hmm. Or he is a famous dancer.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with toothpaste. He invented toothpaste.
That was Marcellus's. That's right, Marcellus Marshall. You tricked Garrett. Well done. No, the answer was... he invented the flush toilet for cats and dogs. All right, that is you're welcome. Thank you. All right, that is an awesome answer. In fact, I love it. All right, some people said a famous dancer. I have here from Brett Wilmoth, Barbara.
Why would you invent that?
I don't know.
Just open the door and let them go outside.
At least invent it for dogs. I understand that. But cats?
Jeez,
I'm sorry. No, can't do it. Invented the hot dog, which is a throwback from last week. Barb said that. Fantastic. All right. Let me read some others from the Shiggers. You want to hear that? All right. Here we go. The rash on your skin from a chigger. That was...
I was going to see who said that because that was what I thought it was.
And then I can't say that other one. That was not fun. All right, so here we go. We got one more. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now this, of course, is initials.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so you guys have to help, right? What do these initials stand for? What do these initials stand for? So, S-A-I...
okay.
stands for, are you ready? All right, text will be coming in soon. Here they come. All right. SAI stands for South American Idol. I might give you 5 on this. South American Idol. Senior Institutional Associations. Soon After Illness. Servitude Activists Incorporation. Secret Alien Intelligence, or, I'm giving you a bunch, Shoplifters Anonymous International. Which one, and I'll say these again real quick now, ready? You ready? So, South American Idol.
Okay.
Servitude Activists Incorporation.
All right.
Senior Institutional Associations. Soon After Illness. Shoplifters Anonymous International. Or Secret Alien Intelligence. Which one stuck out to you?
What was that first one again?
What was the first one?
It's about South American Idol?
South American Idol.
I want to go with that one, but something's telling me to go with Shoplifters Anonymous, or what is it called?
Shoplifters Anonymous International?
Yeah.
You, sir, are correct.
Yes!
Well done. He got the right one. Now, let me tell you. So here's what came in, all right? Preston did the Servitude Activist Incorporation.
Okay.
And listen, I just want to say Olivia Coombs has sent in a bunch. All right. Yeah, so that was great. Brent Wilmoth, or that's Brody Wilmoth, sent in shoplifters. Yeah, he was giving me the answer.
Sweet.
Rob Dowdy, a friend of ours, said save an igloo. I like that. And then my family sent in Sabins around Italy, which that's my favorite. So anyway, don't know what that means, but it's all good. All right, so here's what we're good. You guys did a great job. Thank you for participating. That was a lot of fun. All right. We tricked Garrett for the most part. We tricked you for the most part.
I'm pretty easy to be tricked.
And that's a good game. And I'm actually looking forward to this next game because it's time for Home Hunt 2. All right. And Home Hunt's a blast. Of course, we know what happens at Home Hunt. But here's some of the pictures that were sent last week. All right. So that's Kristen, one of our seniors. That's her holding some toilet paper, right? And, Maddox Bowers, he won last week.
Yeah, he did.
That was impressive. We showed his picture. And then, of course, this is, you know this person, I think.
Hey,
Who's this?
that's my Krispy Kremer buddy.
So, yeah, and so is that Molly, right?
Yeah, we're in this club.
So, Molly is, I think she's standing on her head. That looks like a toilet paper, attached to the wall.
Yeah.
So, Molly, what are you doing there? In fact, I want to tell you something. That's actually kind of gross. Because let me tell you why this is gross. Because I'm a little germaphobe. Everyone out there knows, right? My friends and family knows. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, okay? And so, so you just need to know that every time you flush the toilet bowl, droplets of fecal matter go in the air. No, this is, that's just true, all right? So droplets of fecal matter, poop, right, the scientific name, all right, go in the air and just sticks on stuff like your toothbrush and stuff like that. I have people in the audience. You've heard this before, right? I mean, I think Mythbusters showed this to be very true, all right? And so, you're putting your face there. And so, Molly, it's all good. I'm pretty sure you showered, but that is a great picture. Thank you for letting us share. Garrett seems a little embarrassed right now for you, I think. Is that what that is? I don't know what that is. But anyway, here's what's going to happen.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay, but here's what's going to happen, all right? So anyway, we're going to play Home Hunt 2, and it's going to be a blast. And of course, you see here, right? You're going to get your choice. So Maddox Bowers, he chose Chipotle. In fact, I call it Chipotle. It's Chipotle, I know, but I call it Chipotle. And he chose Chipotle, and everyone's chosen Chipotle so far. So let's see what our winner tonight chooses. And listen, it's different items tonight. So I've heard from people, all right, that you guys have been getting the items, lining them up, and then, they've been getting the items, lining them up, and then going after them, which is not
it's cheating.
Kosher, yeah. So anyway, there's my number again. Get ready. Remember, need your name, need a picture. Remember, and not just a picture of the item. I need a picture of your face in the item. Okay. So whatever we pick, you've got to like Molly did. All right, like Kristen did, and others. Okay. If you don't put a picture of the item and your face together, it doesn't count. I can't count it. If you don't have your name, I can't count it. So, if you're ready, we're getting ready. There's the number. Hurry up. Get it ready to go because I'm taking it off the screen, okay? 304-319-1457, and we're going to get our Sidekick app ready to roll. And, all right, here we go. I'm going to take the, here we go. We'll get it ready. I'll press play. Thank you for being patient with me here. It should get ready to roll. All right, let's see. Live screen, edit, play. Oh, it's not popping up on there. That should pop up. I apologize. This is one of our technical difficulties. Oh, no. I'm just going to have to tell you what it is here in a second if we don't get it up there. There it is. All right, I want to tell you, we're spinning. Here we go. It made it. Come on. Salt and pepper shakers.
Go.
Text with a picture, salt and pepper shakers. Now, the other things we had on here, which I was hoping would come in, so text messages will start coming. I mean, last week they were in like a second. I had people within a second. They took pictures, they had it. All right, first one in wins. First one in. And listen, if you guys, Garrett, you're with me here, right? You can look and see that, okay? So look, we had shoelace. We had grocery coupon, $50. All right, nobody's texted in yet. Oh, Kristen Thompson just sent a picture in. I mean, split second behind her was Maddox Bowers. Split second behind them was Brody Littall. Split second behind them was Molly and your mom. The split second behind them was Jacob Sabin.
Hi, Mom.
These are split seconds. These are coming in. Hold on. After that, Olivia Coombs. All right. And so these are fantastic. You guys are sending them in. And let's do this. We're going to zoom in on this. But here is your winner. All right. She's got them. Kristen Thompson. We're going to zoom in on Kristen. All right. And we're going to show that picture. I'm going to get it a little bright for you. All right. Can you guys get that? Here we go. And there's Kristen holding her salt and pepper shakers. Now, Kristen, at the end of the show, we're going to call you, and you're going to get to pick. So that'll be great. In fact, tell everyone what you want right now. So, Kristen, what do you want Do you want IHOP? Do you want Chipotle? Or do you want Papa John's? Go ahead. I'm going to wait for you. And look, all these people were ready to roll. They were rolling. I know it stinks when you lose, right, everybody? It's just a little sad, but that's okay. You guys were close. She was quicker. So I don't see any bubbles from Kristen yet. All right, not texting yet, but that's all right. So, Kristen, if you let us know now or later, we will take care of you, and it will be delivered through Uber Eats, who is not our sponsor. It's too bad. All right. So that was a lot of fun. Later, at the end of the show, those of you who participated on Insta Live Story and helped get answers in our Malarkey game, we're going to spin the wheel. We're actually going to use the Pick Me app, and you're going to be chosen for a $50 Amazon card that you could use right away. So that's great. All right, so with that, we're going to watch this movie trailer for an upcoming movie called...
It's nominated for some awards, right?
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it said. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna show you this movie trailer. Enjoy. You're gonna enjoy it.
Road trip. After 7 hours in a car, we'll be besties by the time we get there.
It was supposed to be a simple road trip.
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
No bars! Don't you quit on me! Don't you give up! Don't give up! Don't give up! Don't you die! Don't you die! Why?
Stranded kids will face their worst nightmare. Figuring out how to survive offline.
Hashtag worst day ever.
To make it, they'll have to do the impossible. Communicate with the person in front of them.
How are you feeling?
Face to face. No devices.
Like this or this? Okay, good. We're getting somewhere. Look at that. It's 3 likes. We're with you. Is this ivy poisonous? I don't know.
Does this look bad?
I don't know.
Are these friendly?
Guys, I don't know anything. I just look stuff up on my phone.
You know, guys, I heard that if you stab your phone battery with a stick, it'll spark. Maybe we should try it. No, not my phone. It's not even working, Tegan. This is a matter of life or death.
Oh, it is. Because if anyone tries to stab my phone, I'll do worse than kill them. I'll unfriend them.
Whoa,
Hey, whoa.
No, you should not talk like that.
No signal, no hope.
A tweet! Oh, right.
It's an actual bird.
Stupid birds.
All right. That is funny. All right, that was for you, parents. I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, So we're actually going to call up our guest, which we're excited for. He's a national hip-hop artist, and I'm going to have him come up. Lamar Riddick, come on up here. He's ready.
Come on up, Lamar.
Excited for this?
Take my spot.
Oh, goodness.
In fact, Kristen answered us back, and Kristen says that she wants, there you go, that she wants IHOP. So do you like IHOP? What would you have picked?
Out of, what is it, Chipotle?
Chipotle, IHOP, or Papa John's?
Oh, Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Easily.
Garrett, what would you have picked?
Oh, man, I don't know. I would, I'm probably more of an IHOP guy.
Yeah?
I'd pick IHOP.
What would you get from IHOP?
I get that country omelet with a side of chocolate chip buttermilk pancakes. That's what I would get.
Now, I know that I like the steak tips at IHOP.
Those are good.
And I actually like the cheeseburger omelet. It tastes
I've
like
never
a
had
McDonald's cheeseburger, but it's just this big omelet. It tastes just like it. Anyway, I don't really eat McDonald's cheeseburgers too much anymore, but if I could, I would. All right, so Lamar, we're going to just kind of talk with you, but before we get kind of into who is Lamar Riddick, just kind of tell me, what have your days looked like during this time? Like, what have your days been like?
Man, it just kind of been consolidated. Like, my wife and I, we find ourselves asking each other what today's date is a lot. Like, is today it's Saturday. Man, it feels like Monday. Like, it's just like, funny. I feel like Play-Doh. It's just like, it's weird. It's like a Twilight Zone.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So how long have, share with everyone your wife's name, and how long have you guys been married?
My wife's name is Melissa.
I've met Melissa. She's fantastic.
Yes, she is. So we've been married 4 years.
That's great.
March 20th.
So in a real quick blip, like how did you meet?
We met at something called Living Rooms, at a college ministry when I was in Daytona.
Nice.
And we attended the same church. And the living room was like, a Bible study, and it rotated between, members' homes on Friday nights. And I officially met her there, and then, we just kindled our friendship and relationship and moved forward from that.
So that's so cool. So we're going to kind of talk about like who is Lamar Riddick, and what you need to know. He is a national hip hop artist. He's actually award winner. He travels all over the country, but he's won an award. Tell everyone, what award did you win?
So I won the Eddie Award, and that is an independent association that recognizes national talent across a span of many genres.
Yeah.
And it was specifically hip hop, so it was Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Wow.
And then it was out of Jacksonville, Florida, was where the association is.
That's amazing. And I got to tell you, like Lamar, he's kind of, and I don't want to use the word perform, but he has ministered here, and I'm just telling you on multiple occasions. And our kids, you guys, you love him, and I want to say you are probably one of the best people that I've just seen, able to like just bring kids in to interact with them and just get them going and motivated and excited. Like, you are really gifted at that, and it's just really cool.
Thank you.
So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to play a game.
Okay.
All right, me and you are going to play a game against each other, okay? And it's called First to 10, but we're not going to play up to the full 10, and a lot of our students know this game. We usually play a game like this, but this is quarantine edition First to 10, right? And so we're just going to play First to 5. So the First to 5. So here's how this works. I'm going to throw some things on the screen. They're going to pop up on the screen. If it's true of you, right, you're going to put a finger up. If it's true of me, I'm going to put a finger up. If it's not true, we keep our fingers down. The first one to 5 for this one, right? The first one to 5. Is going to win. And you know what we win?
What?
Nothing. We win absolutely nothing. That's what we're going to win. So we're going to jump on the Sidekick app again. That's going to pick all this for us. And this should work this time. So it should pop up. Yeah, there it is, right? I can see it in my background here. All right, so we're going to play. All right, and we're going to spin these, and we're going to get it rolling. All right, so here we go. Let's check it out. If it's true of you, put a finger up. All right, now out there, and I want you guys to play too. And listen, if someone legitimately comes to 5, text me out there, okay? Run out of something like, so during quarantine, you run out of something like milk toilet paper. You know what? I've run out of milk. We've run out of milk. We have not run out of toilet paper yet. Have you run out of toilet paper yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I know if you were close. What did you run out of, Garrett?
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish. Garrett ran out of Swedish fish. All right, ready? So there's 3 of us here. All right, here you go. And again, if you get it there, if you win at home, we want to hear about it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Been part of a Bible study online. I've not really run it. Yeah, I did. I've been many Bible studies.
I did one.
You had one?
Yeah.
What was it? I don't know. You don't sound sure about it more.
It was with a group of friends in Florida.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yeah,
so,
it was
all
with a group of friends in
so
Florida.
you should have 2 fingers up now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 2. It's tied. We might have to go further than 5. We'll see. Here we go. All right. Now, I know you guys got fingers up there too. Here we go. Your home internet has crashed. That has not happened to us.
That happened before the pandemic.
Oh, it has not crashed. Has yours crashed? No, like when it goes out a little bit and you had to reset it, that doesn't count. I mean, like it crashed. Like it does not work.
Oh, no.
No crash? Okay.
Still up and
All
running.
right. Anyone else's internet crash? I know, it'd be terrible. All right. Taking a hike outside. I went for a walk, but not a hike. I think a hike is woods.
Yeah,
No.
No, but we are planning on it. Me and my family are planning on it. But no, we have not. No, not happening. All right. Here we go. Been to the grocery store many times.
Definitely.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. You guys out there? Anyone 5 yet? Anyone 5? I'm going to look. Anyone 5? Cameron Kane says there's more fecal matter at IHOP than on toilet paper. I don't even know if that's right. I don't even know that's your brother. That's your brother. All right, so anyway, there you go. Cameron Kane, I love it. That was pretty good, actually. All right, so spent 5 consecutive waking hours in your bedroom. Waking. I have kids that there's no way happened. It's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
I don't know.
My
5?
Stay at 3.
What?
Studio count? That's the guest room, but
Yeah,
I'm
but if
working.
you're doing so, like I'm in the basement for multiple hours, but
Right.
but I'm doing work. So no, okay, just not hanging. Okay, this is taking longer than we thought, but it's good. Here we go. Done your taxes. Did mine. Yours, yeah. Okay, we're close. We're gonna just tie is what's gonna happen. How about at home? Been accused of having corona. Have not been accused
Like
for real.
jokingly?
No, I mean, no, I'm going to say for real. Like someone like really thought you had corona.
No.
No, I didn't think so. All right. I just put it out there because I don't want anyone to win yet. All right, here we go. Played a sport outside. I've done that. No? Got me and my boys. We played ball outside.
I was talking some major trash.
We played golf outside, too. I played golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Doing a Corona? No.
I was talking some major trash in driveway basketball.
Really?
Yeah, I fell on my head.
Oh, that's no good.
I
All
was
right, so
okay.
we're tied. This is between me and Garrett now. How about you guys at home? Let me check. Cameron Kane's got 7. Leslie Kane's got 8. Now Cameron says he's got 8. Jaden Davis says she ran out of Bible study online, went on a hike, been to the grocery store, spent over 5 hours in her room doing homework. Look at this. Fantastic. Olivia Ray Coombs says she's got 5. All right, here we go. Me and Garrett now. You ready? Here we go. Plug the toilet. No.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, I did.
Good for you.
My God.
Well done. Well done. Proud of that? Twice. He said twice.
Twice.
Garrett says twice. You can
Twice.
look over here. Garrett saying twice. There we go. 2 times. There we go. We're panning now.
You wanna hear my
There it is. All right. So that was a good game. Did you enjoy that game?
Yeah, that was
Good.
pretty cool,
I'm
man.
glad. All right, awesome. All right, I hope you guys had fun playing that game. All right, now we're going to talk to Lamar a little more, right? And before we do, we want to. Lamar's got a new release.
Yeah.
And we've actually heard you. I think you played this for us. I'm pretty positive you did. And there's of course he's got a video with it, and it's called Meantime. And before we watch this, we're going to watch this. You guys are going to watch this at home. Before we watch this, tell me a little bit about Meantime. What it's about. What are we going to see on the video? Tell me like kind of the inspiration. Go ahead.
Well, Meantime was made, obviously for the younger generation. With the passing of like Juice WRLD and a lot of young artists, that always pulls on my heart to kind of put things in check, and challenge the youth to be constructive with their lives, and don't allow, the things of the world to take them off of the path, And I know that sounds generic, but that's why I'm an artist and I can talk about it in a unique way. Yeah. And so Davis Rohr, I got to shout out Davis Rohr. He's actually serving in the military, but he's a cinematographer here in Morgantown. And what we wanted to kind of depict in this is that teen or that young adult struggling with an addiction of any sort. You know, particularly in this one, it was dealing with drinking, but there's many out there.
Sure.
And it's basically saying, in the meantime, while you're here, while you have life, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to continue to waste it every night? You can continue to go out, drink, and just throw away your life? Or are you going to make that effort to turn towards God and let him do something with it? So, yeah.
Love it. All right. Here we go. Meantime, Lamar Riddick.
Hey, I know Jesus coming back for me. He said to be the salt of the earth, I'm on my Tony Satchery. Well, until that day, I'm putting work inside this factory. Ain't no time to play. Don't you know these people after me? And just the other day, seen a post about the KKK. They sent some propaganda to my neighbors in their driveway. Do I smile? Do I frown when they coming my way? Pray that I don't make the wrong turn on the Friday. Have you know by now this rap ain't for your entertainment? Cause Anti-Rose got shot up in his back and blood on pavement. It's a pill to you that the pills you use kills the youth. It's a break kills you. The last night really could have been the end of you, but God gave you life that you refuse to use. What type of ring you got? What type of watch is this? Oh, it's a frozen wrist. And you got the pistol cocked. Cause you know God got a list. Gonna burn the world to the crisp. Everything else gon' ride. Everything else gon' ride. My face down and my hands up to the sky. The only way that you gon' lose if you don't try. I got the torch and it's burning through the night. Waiting on the right horse so I can take a ride. In the meantime, I'm out of slide. I'm out of slide. Yeah, yeah. In the meantime, I'm alright. Culture influence is minimal. Gotta get kids off these minerals. They get $1, then they spend it on tree. And somebody think that they generals. The vulnerable point is the pinnacle. Your brain is affected by chemicals. The moment you let all your interests consume you, you will be paying the principal. Yeah, you dripping, yeah, I know. But am I tripping? Did I see something just dripping from your nose? And you double cup sipping and it shows. You can't recite your lyrics when you rapping at your shows. Tell me, do you do narcotics often? Tell the doctors bring the cotton swabs in. I can see that you're exhausted. All the pills done made you nauseous. Please, please, please stop talking. You can put your soul up for auction. Jesus paid the first and last deposit. No need for you to be cautious. We ain't got much time. So we gotta get it right before the day we die. I got my face down and my hands up to the sky. The only way that you gon' lose if you don't try. I got the torch and it's burning through the night. Waiting on the right voice so I can take a ride. In the meantime, I'm out of slide. Yeah, yeah. In the meantime, I'm alright.
Man, really good, Lamar.
Thank you,
really
man.
good. That was super solid. Right, Garrett?
That was pretty awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
really good stuff. I love it. So I want to ask you a couple questions as we kind of move into kind of the heart of kind of, you know, why you're here and what we want to kind of, I know that God's, you know, put some things on your heart to share with our students and their families out there. What's your earliest memory of kind of like you realizing that you were musically gifted? Like, you know what I mean? Is there like a point in where you just, I knew, or I mean, obviously it's gradual too, but was there like a point that your earliest memory of that?
There's two.
Huh.
And obviously one of them, well, I have to say three. The reason why I say three
Sure.
is because one came from within and two came from my parents, right?
Sure.
Because it's always that validation from your parents that really helps
Sure.
solidify what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So the first one was, you know, when I was younger, I was around 12 years old in middle school. You know, I started writing. You know, I started writing like poetry and rhymes here and there. But then when I started sharing it with my friends and seeing their response, like, dang, but like that's tight, you know. So it's like, dang, okay, it must be good if they say it's good, you know. And then the next thing was, you know, my mom, as I was growing up, she always reaffirmed that. She always said, like, you're so gifted with music. You've been banging on pots and pans, because I wanted to play drums when I was younger. She was like, you was always singing in the shower. You know, I could always hear you outside the door and playing on pots and pans. And then there was a specific time, my dad may or may not recall this, but I also danced in high school. I took dancing really seriously. Like, I was the Chris Brown in my high school. I really loved to dance. Like, people like, dance. I love to dance.
Great.
And it was one concert my dad was able to come to at the school, because he worked full time. He's a police officer, so he was always busy. But he made it out this one time, and I remember I was just practicing hours, because I was going to freestyle at this talent thing. And he always told me, he's like, yeah, you know, you're doing good, but you need to work on this and do this. And when I finally did that show, once he picked me up and took me home in the car, he was like, Lamar. And when my dad says that, it's either I'm in trouble or he got something good to say. So I was like, you know, did I forget the trash? So he was like, Lamar, like, you killed that tonight, man. He was like, you killed that tonight. He was like, whatever you did, keep doing that. And so that was like a really pivotal point for me. Is like, okay, dad likes it, mom likes it.
Yeah,
you
super
know?
affirming, like, you know.
Yeah.
When did you sense, like, all right, like, when did God come into the equation? You know what I mean? Like, for that, like, this is what God's done this, and He wants me to, you know what I mean? How did that kind of work?
I would probably say, like, you know, obviously when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, when I was at that time of 12 years old, because that's when I got saved. So it's kind of like a blended pot there.
Yeah.
Because I kind of started music and my walk at the same time. So I mean, ever since I was younger, and you know, I was introduced, you know, to the Word and introduced to the Lord and stuff like that, you know, I always felt a need to share with others, and I always had a need to, you know, a passion to help and encourage others. Like, that just came naturally for me. And as I came to know the Lord, I was like, okay, this is the true healing that they need. So I started telling my friends that when I'm 12 years old, and they don't care nothing about none of that. They care about Swedish fish, you know. So at that age, and
I'm almost 23.
you know,
I love Swedish fish too. I'm just saying,
you know, they just worried about after school care and stuff. You know, so at that time, man, the cool thing is, you know, obviously when you get saved, He gives you the Holy Spirit no matter what age it is, and it does the same work, right?
Yep.
And at that time, I knew, I was like, well, I can't use this gift for pollution. You know, I was never that anyway, so that was a blessing. It was kind of easy to transition. It was like, okay, I just got to talk about what's true now, and just do it in a relatable way as I got older. You know, and that's it.
So what did you do now that you know, kind of like, this is going to be like my calling, right? This is the gift that God's given me. What did you do to kind of, you know, Paul talks about, you know, kind of stirring the gifts, you know what I mean, in us. Like, what did you do to grow in that area, right? To grow in you know, the skill, you know what I mean, and even ministry, you know what I mean, of what you're doing with music and hip hop specifically,
It's honestly prayer, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I did when I was younger. I always prayed, like, Lord, if this is for me, you know, let it continue. If it's not, don't let it continue. Because I don't want to waste my time.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? If it's futile, you know what I'm saying? If it's not in your will. But I think it's always a balance, and it's always a struggle, you know, especially with rap. Because rap was built off of obviously talking about your environment, like 1979 Bronx, New York, you know, dancing, the you know, the racial things that were going on with the government there. So it was always based on the culture, right? Yeah. And so since rap started on a basis of talking about culture, and the culture of which it was talking about was not following God anyway, it was rooted in God, right? So now it's trying to reach these lost people, trying to tend to the church as well, and be good at it. The world doesn't have to worry about none of that, because the world raps about whatever they want to. They don't care about who they hurt, right? So they just got one focus, just to be good. Now I got to be good, godly, and great. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's only something that God can do, right? He's the only one that can make that line for you, and give you a conviction, a customized conviction is what I call it for rappers, Christian rappers.
Sure.
You have to have a customized conviction, because, you know, there are certain things that I may not feel comfortable talking about, because, you know, it may do more damage than building, right? But then there's other things where I'm like, well, this is something that needs to be said, and I don't really care because I know God is leading me to say it, right?
Sure.
So hopefully that answers you. It's just really just
good. Yeah, and it helps
being in prayer.
And and for the students, just know that everyone's been gifted, and you know what I mean? And and the Bible says, you know what I mean, that the gifts that God gives us, the gifts and calling that God gives us are without repentance. And all that means is that God doesn't take back what he's given us gift-wise. He doesn't take it from us. He calls us to either use it for his glory, or we can take that gift and use it for ourselves and use it really for destruction. We could use it to, to glorify ourselves and not God, which never leads to life and never leads to true joy and purpose and meaning, you know what I mean? And so he never takes the gifts away. Someone who's great at whatever they're great at is because God made you that way to bring him glory and to lead others to himself. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, early on, if you would say even in early Christian culture, right, not too many people in the early 80s, you know what I mean, and probably even mid-80s would say, hip-hop can be used as a platform, or rap can be used as a platform for the gospel, right? And that's kind of sad, right? And so whatever it is, right? And so but it's true, wasn't it? You know what I mean? That's a true thing. And so it's just amazing how we just kind of put God in a box. Yeah. And say like he just can't use this, you know what I mean? And I'm not too sure it works that way, right? And so no matter even like, I know some parents are not going to like this maybe, but even video games, like that sounds crazy. And like, me and my wife, we're not so huge fans of video games, but we understand they have a place. But video games is becoming a platform for kids to share their faith. Like, I know all the kids are like, yeah, see, I told you, Mom. Well, listen, anything can be distorted. Like, golf became an idol for me. Like, if your video games is an idol, you need to back off. You know what I mean? Like, if your sports is an idol, you need to back off. Like, anything God created can become an idol. That's what idolatry is. Worshiping creation and not creator. That's all idolatry is. Whether that's yourself, whether that's your looks, whether that's your how many followers, all of that has a place that's healthy, and then we go over that line of healthy into unhealthy, and we go over that line from life to unlife, so to speak, to no life, and what's really death. And so anything that is of creation, you know what I mean, can be used as a platform for God, you know what I mean, in and of itself, if we ourselves are dedicated and devoted and worshiping and following God. And, so I love that, you have taken this gift, and you are using it, and you're using it as a platform. You know what I mean? Not your purpose. Yeah. Your purpose is Jesus. We say that to our athletes all the time, and I know when I was an athlete, we always say, sports is our platform, not our purpose. And no matter what that is, if you're in the band is your platform, not your purpose. Like, I don't care what you're doing, whatever you're made. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're studying or doing or what you're seeking to do or discovering that you're going to do. That's always just going to be your platform to make disciples. I always say, the reason why you're on that team is because God wants people to know Jesus. That's why you're on that team. You know what I mean? The reason why you're in that class, that specific class, is because God wants people in your class to know Jesus. That's exactly why. You know what I mean? The reason why you're at the school, and that's a whole other teaching. We can talk about Acts 7, et cetera, but that's a whole teaching on those things. You know what I mean? So anyway, what would you say to students, who are listening, because they're out there, right? What would you say to them about discovering and developing their own giftedness? Like, because that's kind of hard, right? How would they discover and develop their own God-given giftedness? Yeah.
Wow. Man, shout out to my boy Ruslan, because it's going to go into a parallel of what we talked about the other day if he sees this. But, we talked about talent, right? Because I feel like as a youth, coming up, I mean, even now it's a struggle, but we hear that word talent and we think of, man, like, when we associate talent with money. Like, that's usually the next word that comes out of your mouth. But I want to destroy that word talent and say advantage, okay? Because the thing is, the people that may be more talented than you, first of all, what are you pursuing that they're so-called more talented than you are? And the next thing is, you also have to take a look at what that person's privileges are, okay? So you look at athletes, because we usually talk about athletes or entertainers or whatever it is, or rappers for me. Sure. Maybe that athlete grew up with a house of athletes. People talk about Michael Jordan all the time, and they say, oh, he worked hard. Michael Jordan wasn't the most talented person. He wasn't, the best athlete. And Michael Jordan was surrounded by athletes. I mean, his sister was going off in games, I believe, or if that's Reggie Miller's sister was going off. But he had an older brother, couple of older brothers that would not let up on him on the basketball court, right?
Yep.
So in his household, Michael Jordan was the most talented person. But because of that preparation, along with his purpose, right?
Yep.
He became one of the most talented. Okay?
Yeah.
So for you as a student or a youth, what you want to look at is, one, seek and pray. You know what I'm saying? Seek and pray and ask God what he's called you to do and be intentional about finding that out. Okay? The next thing is, God has given you certain advantages to help you with your calling. You know, there's certain advantages that you have, and I would caution you and say this: are you pursuing a talent because it's going to give you a key to social status? And a lot of times that can be the blurred line there. You know, well, I'm not that talented in this, but man, I love just hearing people scream my name when I make that three. So don't get mad when people are more talented than you, because maybe you're not called to do that. You called yourself. You called your voicemail, is what I call people. I tell people, you didn't answer the call, you called your voicemail. You know, and now you're pursuing something that looks great, but is not of God. So one, look at your advantages, seek and pray, and you have to practice. So if you get to the point where God has told you what you want to do, and your calling doesn't always have to be a skill, okay? That's another thing. Like, you know, you could be a teacher, you could be, you know, a motivational speaker. I mean, you can be a doctor, you could be so many things, you know, and you're not just limited to one thing. Like, I'm not just limited to be a rapper. I'm a husband, right? I'm a teacher. You know, I teach people. I'm a program assistant. Those are all my callings, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
I'll wrap it up, but
you're good.
To get back to it, also you need to be consistent. Be consistent in what it is that God's called you to do, because, you know, you can't go plant one seed, dig it up, ask God why it hasn't grown, and then replant it, dig it up, ask God why it hasn't grown. Like, you got to keep planting and watering, or let him do the watering and the increase, but you got to keep going and keep planting. And then when you're tired and when you think it's over and you think nothing's happening, you get to the end of your row and you turn around and then you see little sprouts up out of the ground. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have to say about that, really, man, is just trust the Lord and just work like it depends on you. Pray because it depends on God.
Amen.
You
That's
know.
good stuff. I love it. I love it. So what's the last thing you would say to students now on taking, you know, what they have? And I think you alluded to most of this, but kind of how would you wrap this up about, you know what, that I've been created the way I am with the gifts I have and the calling, right? The calling of, you know, the path, and you're discovering that path. And some of you have a good idea. Some of you are like, I have no idea. That's okay. Wherever you're at, Jesus says that's where you need to grow and share his message, the gospel. And so wherever you're at, doesn't matter where you are, that's where he's planted you for this season, this time in your life to grow. But anyway, Lamar, what would you say to them about, you know, using their gifts for Jesus and kind of going from there?
All right. 2 words. Be personable, but be purposeful. Okay? So that's the key. That's the key, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's a balance of, you know, we always talk about being in the world, not of the world, right? Yeah. Okay. So to be in the world, you got to be personable. You got to be able to get along with people, talk with people,
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And be able to draw people in so that way you can tell them about Jesus, right?
Yep.
So whether that's anything you do, if you're a basketball player, whatever platform you have, the thing that's going to make it useful or worth it is what God provides, and then also how you use it, right? If you're arrogant and you don't like to talk to people or give a chance to speak with people and, you know, let God open doors, you know, now you're cutting off the purpose of your platform. So getting to know people, and I struggle with this too, you know, because if you work hard at what you do, you're tired a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not tired, you're not working hard enough. And I truly believe that, because like I didn't at first, but I'm like, I see what my dad was saying now. But being personable, getting to know people, relationships with your craft. So if you're on a basketball team, if you go golfing, if you do some social activity, taking advantage of that. And then with that door, be purposeful, right? Look for opportunities to share the word, applicable to what they're going through. Not just the general old cookie cutter gospel. saying, Jesus died for you, right?
Yeah.
He did this. No, like if people are going through things at home, situations, take some time to go in Scripture to find examples or find things in parallel to what they're going through, so that way it makes it a little bit easier to connect the gospel to their situation versus just throwing the gospel to everything. Because everyone doesn't know Jesus and everyone doesn't care about Jesus. Yeah. So we have to let them know why Jesus is important. This is why Jesus is important. Look at what he did here, and look what you're going through.
Yeah.
Look at the similarity of this person and what they were going through. You sick, look at the leopard. You know what I'm saying? Look at the blind man. Look at those people and how Jesus was able to come through if we open our heart to him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not prosperity, but just saying that we can use those parables and things to show Jesus so they can know Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah.
I love it. That is huge. Lamar, this has been really good. Thank you so much. Would you do this? Would you pray for our students? And then after that, we're going to give away a $50 gift card from Amazon to one of our students. But would you pray first? That'd be great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Amen.
All right, Lord, we just thank you for today. Thank you for your grace, mercy, and just your faithfulness, your patience. Even through this virus and everything that's going on, you're still finding a way to provide. And, most of us, we have homes to go to. We have a bed to complain in. And, and for those that may not have those things, I pray that you just give peace to them and you provide for them and continue to show yourself as real. I pray over our youth right now and their families, that you'll continue to do a work in their lives and that you'll continue to show them their purpose through all of their platforms, and that they'll use those to the maximum capabilities. Lord, I pray for their families, Lord, that they support them in doing so, that they have godly influences and examples. And we just thank you, and we just pray for the health and safety of everyone listening and watching right now. And we just thank you, and in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Lamar, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Really appreciate it. Lamar was great, everyone. Give him a hand from where you are, and that's right. Thank you so much. And we're gonna pick a student here, and they're gonna get an opportunity to here we go, to get a $50 gift card from Amazon. And we have a lot of these gift cards ready to go for you students from our middle school lock-in. So we've got some weeks of sharing these with you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So here we go. All right, let's spin the wheel. You see your name in there, go woo-woo. All right. Lamar, tell me when to stop.
Now.
Connor Warnick, that's you.
Hey.
$50 gift card coming your way. Text me, 304-319-1457, and we will take care of you, buddy, and enjoy. Thanks for participating. And with that, we're going to go to our Zoom Hangouts now. So high school students, middle school students, you got those links. If you did not, you now know my number. Text me. I'll get you set up with one of those Zooms, and love you guys and bless you. We'll see you next week.